Hi, this is Abhishek from Feedback and welcome to another tutorial of Seqrite Endpoint Security Total. Today we will cover the dashboard of Seqrite Endpoint Security or Seqrite Endpoint Protection. So basically this is the visual of the dashboard we get with EPP Total or Endpoint Security Total. If we look into the dashboard, we can find out the following things. There are the menus and also here it shows how many systems or endpoints are protected. Here it shows us how many endpoints are clean, how many vulnerabilities have been found in your network, and how many endpoints are compliant with your policies. Here it shows how many endpoints are updated and how many are not. This is the status of the network. If there is any virus infection, in that case it will show us a chart of the incidents. If we come to this part of the dashboard, it shows us that there are 3 computers which are using Windows operating system, 1 is using Linux operating system, 0 is using Mac operating system. That means this EPP product can support all the OS starting from Windows, Linux or Mac. In this part of the dashboard, it shows us that how many of the endpoints within my network are managed and how many are unmanaged. Now let us see this part of the console where we can see the license uses. That means total how many licenses are you having, and out of these licenses how many licenses are being used, and at the same time how many endpoints are connected with the server. That is shown in this part, and all those endpoints which are not connected for a little while with your server, which endpoints are not communicating with your server. There may be any network issue, there may or maybe that particular endpoint is not being powered on for a little while, or maybe it's a laptop that has not been connected to your server for a little while. You can get that data from here. Now let us talk about the feature of the EPP product which creates the main value proposition for the product. That is getting a better control on your network. Suppose you want to create some groups in your network and differentiate between different departments, and for each department you want to create different policies. So here is how you can do that. Create a group. You just have to click on the group menu, and from there you'll come to this particular dashboard. From here you have to select the parent group under which you will be creating the secondary group. Now click on the add group button and accordingly create a group. Give a meaningful name to the group name such as accounts department or HR or marketing, and you can also set the policy for the computer. You can create the policies beforehand and select that while you are creating the group, or you can make it separately. That's up to you. So here you will just put the group name, and here you will put the department name, and then you will create the policy. Like for example, I have created some policies over here. For example, this policy is for no WhatsApp. Those users who are under this particular group, they cannot use WhatsApp, or this is a block all group, like no internet access has been given to this particular group. So to create a policy, you have to firstly click on the policy menu and then create a policy, and accordingly you have to define the policy. You go to policies, give a particular name for the policy, and in policy type you can either create a container policy or you can create a feature policy. I personally prefer the container policy because it takes the whole feature of the EPS and creates a separate policy. Like for any particular group, if you want to create some policy which involves two different features of EPS or EPP, you can do that from a container policy. But feature policy is a subset of the policies. There you can only create the feature policies. These details will come later on. Right now I'm just skipping this. Later on we'll have a in-depth session on this particular group creation and policies creation. For right now, what we'll do, we'll just create a container policy, and we'll not get into the feature policy right now. So after you create the policies and groups, then you have your policies and your different. Now you go to your status menu. There you will get all your endpoints listed. From this list, you can particularly select one particular endpoint and then move it to a particular group of your choice. For that, you have to just click on that group and then click on this client action and select move to a group, and then you can move the particular endpoint to a particular group. So whatever policy has been set for the group, that will be implemented on this particular endpoint. Thank you.